All right, what's up guys? It's JaretCampisi with my good buddy Dodskis and the beautiful Tina Wieners. Welcome back to the channel. Today's gonna be a fun video, some stuff that we've never done before. Don't forget, you can be entered to win this bike. Patreon.com/CampisiCustoms. It's always the first link in the description below. Without further ado, sit back, relax, enjoy the video. All right, the beautiful Christina K is gracing us with her presence. She's wearing a full black bodysuit.
With my new
oh yeah,
boots.
look at this.
So my feet can stay warm. I got the high kitty socks on, Christmas socks. Catwoman.
Okay, so today, one thing we've never done before is this mod right here, which is what, teens?
Well, it says a hydraulic slave cylinder.
Yep, that's what it is.
Why is it a slave?
In black. That's just what they
call the other one.
Yeah,
a master.
A master and a slave. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's literally. I know. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, that's pretty bad.
So Duca bike. Of course, we got all of these modifications through Manny at Moto A Million. Use my code Campisi to save yourself some money on all of your bike needs. So we're gonna do that bad boy right there. It's basically gonna replace this silver one, which you can barely see, but it will be worth it because it looks. Look at the difference. Looks a lot better. So
wow,
I've never done this before.
Difference.
I think it could be a little bit technical. And I never told you guys, but whenever we did the clear clutch, this was actually leaking. Turned out it just needed to be tightened down a little bit. But hopefully whenever we swap it out, we don't get any problems. But we'll see.
Cool.
That's on Dodskis. And then we're gonna do a bunch of carbon fiber touches. We don't have a lot left, guys. This bike is probably gonna be done in February. That's the goal. And then we're gonna be actually switching the entire build up.
Nice little sleeve to cover up that Ducati.
Yeah, so it's a stator carbon case, or not case, but like, what's it called? I can't think of the word of it. But you know what I'm talking about.
Sticker.
It's supposed to protect it if you go down so it doesn't scratch it. We have another carbon piece,
yeah.
which is gonna look really good.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, stator cover.
Massive
That looks
difference.
good.
Stator cover, yeah. Carbon stator cover. That's a carbon shock cover. Then we have,
Oh.
no, we're not doing that today.
Well,
Sorry. That's
sorry guys, don't watch that.
That's my bad.
Rewind.
We might, we'll see.
Oh, the seat cowl?
Yeah, the seat cowl. I don't know how long it's gonna take. We do have a couple other carbon pieces. I hate that plastic carbon
do
piece
too.
up there.
That
So that's gonna be a big difference.
That looks good.
So that's the game. That's the goal for today.
I love the little-
Just a couple of odds and ends pieces. I did order the kickstand in carbon, so I'm waiting on that. I wish I had that because that would be perfect for today, but I don't have it, so we can do that in the future. But that's it. Oh, and actually,
I feel like I can do this, right?
you could definitely do that.
Just like 3.
You want to do it?
Yeah, I think so. Little
Also,
throwback.
for those who missed the last episode, if you're not supporting on Patreon, not only are they entered to win motorcycles, but we do Patreon only special episodes for them. And earlier in the week, we did this rear set along with this reservoir and deleted this entire, basically this stock system right here. Look how much cleaner that looks. Absolutely incredible. Everything's blacked out. They feel amazing. They look really good. The reservoir's right here now. We didn't even need to bleed it. It all works perfectly, and all of that looks just so good together. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this bike is turning out. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna be testing these rear sets out. That'll probably be another Patreon only video. Dotto and I are gonna go for a ride and test it out and make sure everything's working properly while we can. We're supposed to get a 60-degree day tomorrow, if you can believe it, which is crazy. All the snow is almost melted. So yeah, that's what we're working on today, and I'm excited to get started. All right, before we get started, I wanted to show you guys, Dotto swung by Get Smoked Barbecue, and they hooked us up with some food. So we've got pulled chicken, this is pulled pork, and then homemade coleslaw, homemade mac and cheese, all different types of sauces, and then they even hooked us up with one of my favorites, and I'm not a big dessert guy, but sweet mother Mary and Joseph, this peanut butter pie is to die for. You can literally like drink it. I just rub it mainly on my chest and nipples, sometimes on Christina's as well. Onlyfans.com/Christina Khalil. It won't focus.
All right. This has broken pieces in it. No,
You can use it as a spray can.
just yeah, I gotta shake it real good. Actually, that just has like a little aluminum plate on there where the rod comes through and rests against it. So what I told Jaret was, in order for me to have leverage, I'm gonna keep these bolts in. I'm gonna take the banjo out. We're not gonna reuse these crush washers. They gave us new ones. Yeah, I've played the music on the banjo. They gave us new ones and new bolts.
Yep.
I'm going to transfer this as fast as I can over here so we lose the minimum amount of fluid.
Like Fast Eddie?
Yeah, get it nice and tight on there, and then pull these bolts, and then put the new ones in there, reassemble that.
See how much clutch fluid would be?
It shouldn't be much.
Okay, we'll see what happens. All right, swapping everything over. Well, just the banjo. Also, Christina said she's gonna do the rest of the mods after this.
I'm a little worried.
So that's gonna be...
Because we're actually gonna ride this
That's
bike?
gonna be interesting. Yeah, I'll ride it first. Actually, maybe we'll make her ride it first. I said it might be a fun video to have her ride it because she wrote it in stock form once it's all done. See what she thinks. But then I realized she's a terrible rider, so...
New crush washers.
No point.
Just in case you guys are curious.
I just like giving her shit because she doesn't watch the videos. So we can talk shit on her.
You know, I used to watch like every video that we put out, but hearing myself talk and seeing what we see already is so like
You've
even
my own
videos when I'm editing the videos that I already
Isn't it
recorded,
so terrible?
I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, that's cringy. I sound like shit. And then I'm like, do I have to watch it again before I publish it? And
Multiple times.
I've published videos on YouTube and people are like, hey Dotto, you didn't cut. I'm like, yeah, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't want to hear myself.
Yep. People don't realize that if we film like 40 minutes an hour of footage, you have to watch that like 4 or 5 times to edit it and cut it down and all that shit.
And
yeah.
So for my next videos, I'm gonna inhale helium and then just talk
the whole time.
like a duck voice. Yeah.
All his links, along with Christina's, are in the description below the video if you guys are interested. Yep. Dotto fans, it's called.
People ask me about OnlyFans. They were like, Dotto, if you have an OnlyFans link to your page, I will grease your Zerk fittings or something like that. I'm like, that's wonderful, awesome. I pinned that comment on my video.
What's wrong with people?
All right, this is pretty much on, so it's not leaking.
It's filled with. Is this brake fluid? What is this?
It's rum and cokes.
Oh, perfect.
And then I'm going to take these bolts out here, and then we're going to swap the whole assembly.
You might actually have gotten some of that in your rum and coke.
Yeah, actually I have.
All right. Moment of truth. How much shit is going to leak out of this? Or how long is this thing? I guess it's the same size as the one we're putting on.
Oh, you're going to find out.
Is there a lot of stuff?
Just a rod.
Okay.
And then it's sealed in here.
Do we have to reuse any of that shit?
No. I think we got new bolts and everything.
Yeah. Black bolts?
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
That wasn't too bad?
Nope.
All right, so I don't know actually what the purpose of this is, Dotto. So what is going on here? Why do we need this?
The slave cylinder?
Yeah.
Up here where you have the master cylinder, essentially this is a tiny little pump. And whenever you press the lever...
Don't press it.
Whenever you press the lever, fluid is forced through the line.
Yeah.
And then the slave cylinder essentially transfers the fluid force into mechanical force, and the little finger in there pushing, and that's what pushes this rod. The cool thing is this rod actually goes all the way out through the other side. Remember I took it out?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to take this one out because it'll get oil on it. But this goes all the way through the motorcycle into where the clutch is. So what happens is when you pull the lever, fluid pushes through here.
Clutch fluid.
Yep, and then it has mechanical, it transfers it to mechanical, which pushes, the little finger pushes this rod, and that rod opens and closes the pressure plate on the clutch.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can push it with my finger to show you.
Well, don't break it. Or do you need a lot of pressure? Yeah, it's moving. Yeah.
Is it?
You just spun it, right?
I moved the whole bike.
Oh, it spun, whatever you
see?
Yeah. That's wild.
Is it spinning?
No. It did once, but not anymore.
No.
Anyways, now that you spun it, it won't fit in there, so that's perfect.
That's right. So you just basically line this thing up, back up, so it's
up and down, like thin, horizontally.
This thing actually sits a little bit of
an angle.
Angle. I can't see shit.
Is there any point to do this other than just looks?
Yes, because this will give a lot better feedback on your clutch. It'll be stiffer.
Oh, cool.
You're not going to feel the clutch fade.
Yeah.
And sponginess.
Okay.
So
it is an upgrade over the stock.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
So a lot of positive feedback on these things from people specifically on the track.
So would we notice when we're pulling out of first gear? Because it's a quick shift. So
if this is perfectly bled, you will feel a significant difference pulling the clutch in and releasing the clutch lever.
Cool.
So.
All right, we got that all in place. Dotto got the bolts tightened down. Look how nice that looks. All blacked out. Never even done this before. This is supposed to be a mini build. Here we go. It's gonna tighten down the banjo bolt.
We've done this before.
I don't think we have.
Yes, we have.
What bike? Monster.
I've done the slave
It was the
cylinder,
Monster.
I think twice on 2 different builds.
Oh, okay. I only remember it on the Monster. If you guys remember, if we did this before, let us know in the comment section below.
I did want to mention something about the banjo bolt.
Yeah.
If you're using new crush washers,
Which we did.
yes, sometimes, depends on the type of washer, aluminum or copper or whatever. Sometimes when you're using new crush washers, depends on what the torque spec on the banjo bolt is. You'll reach the torque spec before crushing the washers. Make sure they get crushed.
Or it'll leak, right?
Sometimes that happens, believe it or not. People put a torque wrench on and they're like, oh, I'm at spec, but after you crush the washer, it spins even more. So just, I actually
Sausage fingertip?
I sausaged it, but I just guesstimated because I'm very weary about stuff like this leaking.
I think that's
Pretty good.
I think that's it. We're gonna let teens take over.
Yeah, so I'm gonna.
Or should we do the? Should you do this one?
Look
Because
at
these are
this.
case bolts. Yeah, I know it doesn't look so good.
Looks damn good.
We should be able to take all this plastic off now.
What I was gonna do is have her pull these so
Yeah.
it leaks like hell, and then I can complain.
No, I think you should do that, and then she can do the other 2 pieces.
Come on. All right.
All right. So he pulled the clutch lever, and we had 0 pressure. So we're gonna go ahead and bleed it. So we'll show you guys that real quick, and then we'll move on.
I have so many fancy bleeders, and I still use the old school method. Pump, 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 hold it, open, close. Wish we had a quick bleeder for these. Get some air out of
Could
there.
have got a quick bleeder for this.
Really?
Starting to get pressure yet?
Hold it
Oh
air.
my God, that's a lot of air.
Just gotta keep an eye on that fluid.
It's like Air Jordan down here, huh?
Look.
Holy crap. And then we can just pour that back in at the top, right?
No.
All right, so he moved up to the top there. He got most of the air out, and he let me pull in that clutch, and let me tell you, there's actually quite a difference. It made it much easier to pull in, smoother, and that's probably why people do them. Again, I bought it because it was black. Turns out, it actually has some function as well.
Hey, in the comments below, put a message if you've gotten cramps from either brakes or clutch.
Oh yeah,
especially
I
clutch.
have.
A lot of people that ride with cable clutches, like you're like,
You know what bike I got a cramp on? Eve's fucking H2.
well, yeah,
Dude, it was like pulling in a steel clutch. It was
You know why?
ridiculous.
because
Of how
clutches-
reinforced their clutch plates need to be.
Yeah,
Because
they're
of the
very
power?
heavy because it's
Yeah,
supercharged.
yeah. It was terrible. I
Here we
hated
go.
it.
Don't spill it, but feel that how easy it is. I literally just pushed it with one finger.
Holy shit! I'd say it's half as difficult.
Yeah,
That's
go
the stock
on the
one.
other side and see
That's crazy.
the engagement.
How am I supposed to know?
That's getting more engagement than your Instagram posts.
All right, next we're gonna try and do the stator cover. We were checking the part number. Says it's for a 1299, 1199, 1299. Obviously, this is a not well. It's a V2, which is based on the 959, same engine as a 959. So it is different size, but I'm not sure if this fits or not. So we're gonna see if it does.
Here's the issues we ran into. These
Didn't look like they lined up.
areas here hit. So when we put it on, you can see the top one's off.
Well,
Once you
if
bend it,
If the
but
top
look at
one's-
the bottom there. That's way off. This one's the only one that lines up.
Yeah, the bottom.
So I'm gonna get my mask and my goggles on. We're gonna trim this.
See what
I
we
think
can
the
do.
reason why they put that much material there, look how thin that is.
Yeah.
If you cut too much, it will be flimsy.
Uh-huh.
Really, the only purpose for these mounting tabs, obviously besides keeping it on, is to just keep this in place enough if you fall,
Yes.
not to scratch up and maybe crack this cover.
Yeah.
Because oil would just leak out and your bike will be immobile. But this is super thin, so I see why they put extra material there, but it doesn't even work.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to trim it. Let me get my little rotary tool, and we'll grind it down until it fits. And then that's how it looks.
Does look cool though.
Covers up the Ducati thing. They should have a little sticker that you put on there.
People always talk about Dotto not wearing proper attire. There you go. What are you gonna do here?
I gotta trim. This is the worst one here.
Yeah.
You can see the hump.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna flatten that out as much as I can. And I think this one is gonna need a little bit of touch up. I'm gonna do it a couple of times
And then test it.
because
testes.
we don't have much room.
Testes.
Testes.
I gotta stand back because I don't have my PPE. Mary didn't like to wear her safety goggles. Now she doesn't have to. I don't know if it'll come off. How much he trimmed on camera. but quite a bit. You want to show them how it looks now? I don't know if you really see the difference, but
this is a lot flatter here and
you
here.
checked and it's gonna work?
It looks perfect.
Okay.
And we didn't, I mean, it's still strong.
Yeah, sweet. Moment of truth, are they going in? Looks like they did. Look at that.
That's
Hell
skis.
Yeah. That looks good.
All right, that's skis.
Also, I lied about doing this. They never sent it to me, which is fine because you honestly don't really see it anyway, and it's a lot more work. You gotta take off the whole quick shifter and all that shit, so I think we're just gonna leave it. I do wish we had something. I wonder if Motocourse makes something for this whole entire thing here. Because this, and actually I know they do make something for this. And then this, getting rid of all this silver would make such a big difference. Because look how good this looks. See that? And then as soon as you back out, look at that silver parts. Look like dog duty. Like poo-poo. But looks like it works. So we're gonna tighten those down, and then it's teener wiener time. Peanut butter teener time. All right, Dado put the belly panel back on. Now we got the teener wieners in here. Look at this. Look at the teener wieners.
Jaret,
What?
people and their kids watch this.
That's fine. I'm giving the people what they want to see. Someone was.
One.
So that's one. We got to do 3 bolts, screws, whatever you want to call them. She's got the tiniest little wrench in the world. Is there anything you want to say about this installation?
My fingers work better than the tool. My fingers have powers.
Okay.
Only hand suck.
She says the same things to me in the bedroom.
Yeah, she's fingering your butt.
Jaret does love the bee-holes, so.
I haven't said a word about any of this. My gosh.
Alright, here you go.
That is ugly.
That's ugly as hell.
That is beautiful.
What?
What's wrong with you, bud?
Damn it, what?
I accidentally added alcohol to your cup. And
Wait, what'd you put in there?
Don't worry about it.
vodka.
Oh, okay, good. I was gonna say, if that's gin, I'm gonna be pissed. That's what he was using.
So how exactly do these tools work?
Oh my.
Are you
Why are you asking? You think I don't know how this tool works?
To me and Jaret?
You didn't flip it back to.
I did. So
What do you
how is
mean?
this supposed to turn? Like,
You
Well,
gotta hold it with your thumb.
you gotta hold it.
With your left thumb.
okay.
Hold the screw. And then ratchet that.
Oh my gosh. Why don't you just tighten it more with your hand?
Are you tightening it?
There, right.
Because what's the point of this?
No, you gotta get it tight enough or else that ratchet's not gonna work.
Here, I'll show you a trick.
Oh my gosh.
No, hold on.
No, she's got Dado. This is hers. She's doing this. It's
So it's in.
teens.
There you go.
It's,
See?
see?
Oh, you have to hold
I don't
the
need
thing
this.
with your thumb.
Teensmechanics.com.
Oh, okay. I
Teens
get it.
Mechanic Shop.
I got it.
You got it now?
Now I know what to do.
I don't know. I would watch this. Just a hot girl wrenching on shit.
She's gonna break
Making
it.
things work.
Just screwing stuff up and then Dado has to come fix it while we drink behind the camera. I like the sound of this. I think this sounds great.
What?
What are we thinking? Was that the first bolt?
No, it's the second one.
Oh, okay. What are you handing me?
I have no idea what I'm...
Cheers, bud.
Cheers.
Cheers, fam. All right, what are we thinking here, teens?
When
Are
you
these
hear cracking,
are these
you
tight
gotta
enough?
That's pretty tight.
Do you think
If
they're tight
that
enough?
falls off, that's
Now,
not-
Dado.
No, that's pretty.
Let's see what Dado thinks.
That's pretty tight.
Let me see how many sausage pounds.
Look at her.
No, first feel it. First feel it.
Oh yeah.
What? How does feeling it?
It's like, see
How
if
does
it's
feeling it
secure on
tell you anything?
Really get in there.
Here, I want to see Dado. What do we think?
Let's see.
I just don't want to break
Little
it.
loose?
That's the last thing.
Well,
No,
when you
it's
hear
pretty much
cracking,
there.
you just back it off a quarter.
So,
no,
she-
it was pretty good.
Pretty good? Look at that.
Hot.
That looks amazing. Now we gotta drop this thing down.
Drop it down low.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it down low. If you guys were here when Christina used to pump these things up and down
Oh yeah, those ones.
on the video, yeah, those old fists, let us know in the
That's
comment
why
section
your
below.
views have dropped.
That's probably,
because we changed the lift.
you're probably right. We make it hydraulic now.
They should have that at the gym where you're just.
I think they
Crazy
do, don't they?
things.
They have the pushback machine. You do it all the time. I see it all the time.
You go like this.
Oh, were you doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that hurts my lower back because of the position I have to
Doesn't
be
hurt
in.
my lower back.
You have to be on all fours, and then you have to be like.
Onlyfans.com.
I don't know.
Mechanic teens going back to work. What did you just step? What did you just step on? The carbon piece? Oh my gosh, this woman.
Your drink. It was your drink.
Better not be my drink. It's not the seat. We're replacing this.
I know, but how does it come out?
You twist the key and pull it. You're the one that's supposed to be. Oh my god.
I did it. I forget. Every bike is
Holy
different.
shit.
Leave that in there. Because what is that registration?
Yeah, it's got all my information. I'm surprised you didn't open it up and put it all over the internet.
Not that stupid. Or am I?
Who thinks Christina should be doing the installs from now on?
Alright.
All I see is hair.
You're supposed to be on the other side. Why are you on this side?
I don't know. I don't know what you're doing.
I don't either.
You didn't even show them the difference between the parts. God, she's terrible at this.
Oh my god.
Do we have to swap anything over? Did you look at those?
We do. We do.
She just started
BRB.
she did. All right, so we had to swap over two grommets. This goes on the bottom, teens, down here. Yeah, right there.
Did you pull it out like this? Or did you pull it out
That
like
I don't
this?
actually know.
You just did it.
We'll have to look.
You pulled it out. Tough.
Okay, we had to swap some grommets over. I forgot whether that went on the top or bottom, but we'll find out as soon
He
as.
sure did.
soon as you put that on.
He said he thinks he took it off this way.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be my job. I did. All right. I know this one's right because I
Okay,
did
you
it.
did that one.
Yes.
Okay, let's put it on. Let's go. Dotto had a issue in the house. We had to run.
Okay. You don't want to transfer any sticky parts over?
What sticky parts?
These are like
No.
sticky grommets.
What? Do you see a spot for those?
They're sticky. You unstick them.
It was me, Droopy D. It was him. You know where that goes? Look at her just forcing it in there. And she gives me oh god. Oh Jesus. You're gonna break it. Is she gonna break it? Is it in there?
Yeah.
So you think that grommet was right? Where you put the back one?
Don't know.
Dude, that
but it
looks
works.
way better. Look how sick that looks. Yeah, that's much better. So that's it. I think that's all the modifications for today. Yeah.
We'll find out when you go riding.
If it flies off or not. I had one of those fly off
You did.
out in Cali.
Did you ever find it?
No, I forget what bike it was. Yeah. So this is on in carbon, looks incredible. We got the shock cover in carbon, looks incredible. We got the new Slave clutch cylinder, which feels, by the way, pull the clutch in now. Let's see if she notices a difference.
Ooh, it's so smooth.
Does it feel lighter, easier?
A lot easier.
Yeah.
So much easier.
That's what they say about you online.
What?
You're easy.
What's that even mean?
Everyone says you're like slutty and all this shit.
What does easy mean?
Easy to get, easy.
get?
It's a term.
Only if you got cats.
It's a girl. Yeah, I thought you were gonna say cash. Only if you got cats. And then we also got this guy down here, which you can't really see, but when you do see it, it looks really good against the.
But when you're on the ground.
If you're
you're
ever
sliding.
laying on the ground looking at the bike, it looks awesome. So that's it. So again, patreon.com/Campisi Customs if you want to be entered to win this bike. Moto Million if you want to get parts for your bikes. Use code Campisi to save yourself some money.
Bike's almost done.
This bike is almost done, and we're gonna be completely changing how the build works very soon. So stay tuned. You might, for the first time ever, be able to win 2 bikes at the same time. So that's it. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a big old juicy thumbs up, subscribe for more, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.